Hey, this message goes out to all my chosen ones. Hey, look, this is just a little short message, you know what I'm saying? Of encouragement for all my people of Yah. Because we deal with so much, that this world couldn't even deal with on its best day. You know what I'm saying? We deal with so much, so much from people, those demons in the form of people. We deal with so many circumstances. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom of darkness trying to oppress us in every kind of way possible. You know what I'm saying? To irritate us, to frustrate us, to get us to give up. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, it takes strength. It takes strength and a strong faith in Yahuwah to deal with all these things. You know what I'm saying? I commend each and every person, that do their stuff for y'all each and every day because from personal experience, from the evil attacks, from different people trying to do witchcraft on you. You know what I'm saying? Wishing curses and spells and all kind of the different things that come with living for y'all. The persecution. You know what I'm saying? With people, try to come against you all the time, gang stalking. You know what I'm saying? Etc. The dreams, all kind of things, it's a part of the process. You know what I'm saying? We all know what we signed up for. And if you didn't know, you know what I'm saying, you know now. But it's more than worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's well worth everything that we gotta endure. But I'm here to offer a little encouragement because we need encouragement and we got to keep each other lifted up because this fight is not easy because we're behind enemy lines. You know what I'm saying? We're in we're in enemy territory and we're dealing with all kind of demonic activity each and every day. You know what I'm saying? And it reminds me of this verse right here in Galatians 6, 9, and 10. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And most of the time, all the time, it's easier said than done. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, with me, taking your mind off, and I know it'll work for other people too. The best way to to get your mind off what you're going through, you know what I'm saying, is to help somebody else. Is to take some pressure off somebody else and lighten their load. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, and I speak that of people who are worthy of that because I'm not speaking of people out here, trying to do evil to you and everything like that. I'm speaking of people who you genuinely trying to help, or genuinely could use some help, especially of the household of faith, your brothers and sisters and y'all especially, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to help them first, on everything because, dealing with all this demonic activity that we deal with, personally how hard it is to endure, you know what I'm saying, and to deal with things that we got to go through, and only us. We look at this world differently because our eyes are open. The world, as we know it with other people, and no offense to them because who knows when Yah will open their eyes, you know what I'm saying, if he does open their eyes. But we see things how it really is, you know what I'm saying? And you got some people who you can't help. Everybody's not meant to be helped, but you focus on helping your brothers and sisters of Yah, you know what I'm saying, each and every day. And always remember Matthew 24:13, those who endure to the end shall be saved. This is a hard battle that we go through each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Make sure during that time, make sure you're renewing your mind, you know what I'm saying, with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're renewing your mind with that word because each and every day it helps us to get stronger. It helps us to see those promises made that Yah's gonna do, you know what I'm saying, when everything is all said and done. He's the only one holding us up, and he's the only one we need holding us up. You know what I'm saying? But the battle that you're fighting for, it's worth way more than you could ever imagine in a trillion lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? The battle that we're fighting for Yah. You know what I'm saying? The battle that we're doing to be a part of, our Savior Yahushua who died for us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta endure. We gotta endure to the end because the suffering brings us closer to Yah. You know what I'm saying? We gotta endure because he sent his son, to do his stuff for us and to not only be to suffer but to endure. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta do the same thing, you know. Our Messiah did no wrong while he was in this world. You know what I'm saying? We're total opposite. You know, we were born in sin, shaped in iniquity. So but because of him, we can hold our head up and say that we're part of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And he's a part of us, thankfully. But each and every day, chuck that head up because each and every day you're enduring for something way better than you could ever imagine. You know what I'm saying? You're enduring for you're enduring for a lifetime of happiness, a eternity of happiness. This world is just, this world is doing it for a temporary fix. You know what I'm saying? They're living for the moment right now. But we know when all is said and done, we're going to have eternal happiness. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said in a previous video before. You know what I'm saying? When it talks about in Revelations how it's going to be no more sickness, no more death, no more pain. You know what I'm saying? You think of all these different things. You know what I'm saying? No more unaliving. You know what I'm saying? I got it right this time. But no more none of that. You know what I'm saying? Betrayal. All that evil and everything like that, people doing witchcraft and you know what I'm saying? Just, plotting on you, betraying you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, do evil to you for no reason when you did nothing but, try to do good to them. All these different things and more. You know what I'm saying? All these different things, ain't gonna be no more hush, no more nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? All these things are coming to those, but we gotta remember what Matthew 24:13 says. Those who endure to the end shall be saved. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage anybody of any brothers or sisters of Yah, you know what I'm saying? Keep each other lifted up. You know what I'm saying? I love each and every one of y'all, and I'm proud of you each and every day. I don't have good days each and every day. You know what I'm saying? But, because of everything that goes on in this walk, because it's hard. But at the same time, every day above ground is a victory. You know what I'm saying? Always remember that. Always know it's somebody who didn't wake up this morning. You know what I'm saying? But when you living for Yah, you may not have everything that you see in this world. You know what I'm saying? But when you have Yahuwah, you have everything and more because those other things are just temporary. All of us need different things like money and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying? Yah keeps us held up regardless of what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? He knows exactly what we need. You know what I'm saying? We know what we want. He knows exactly what we need and what's going to, benefit us. You know what I'm saying? So I want to encourage everybody, keep pushing for Yah on everything. Stay doing what you're doing. Don't grow weary in well doing. In other words, don't grow tired of doing right. You may see everything around you, when it looks like the wicked is benefiting from how everything is going, but at the same time, it's gonna be like that because we're in the devil's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The devil is the god of this world. So it's gonna look like that because everything around us is meant to represent evil and to try to knock us off of, try to knock us off, you know what I'm saying? And try to get us to go back to this world because he wants us to make us look like, oh, I'm going through all this over here. And, he wants you to, living for Yah, then he wants you to look at the world as far as Satan and says, they're having all this fun and they're getting all this and they're getting all that and it seemed like nothing never bad happens to them. But don't be deceived, all these things are lies coming from the Father of lies. Keep enduring to the end, keep pushing for Yah, you know what I'm saying, till the casket drop on everything. And don't grow weary in well doing. Until next time, Yah willing, I love y'all. Peace.